I was listening to NPR today, and it just kind of really, I had to cut it off. Nothing against NPR other than the fact that, it's very seductive to have the appearance of unbiasedness, and it's very seductive to have the idea that being ostensibly centrist means that you are unbiased. And that's a lot of how NPR comes off, as though they are moderate, that they are center, that they'll take a little bit from the left, a little bit from the right. And, what comes out is a nice unbiased balance. And that's simply not the case. I was listening to them doing reporting on Omar Mateen today. And again, they went with the most simplistic narrative of religion being the cause of this, when the more and more we unpack this, it was far more complex than just religious zealotry. Now, don't get me wrong. Religious zealotry could absolutely by itself have led to the massacre in Orlando without question. But that does not seem to be the case. With more and more news coming out from the CIA, from the FBI, he was not He was not commissioned. This actually came out today, I believe, from the FBI, that he was not sanctioned by anyone from overseas. Right. So as I'm listening to NPR give this overly simplistic view of what happened, it dawned on me that this is an attempt to appear neutral. But this attempt to appear neutral is, in fact, an ideology in itself. And so once you realize that, this idea that anyone who is ideological is flawed and that we should all be moderates, that's really just a very seductive way of pushing an ideology, neoliberalism, that we think that many people think is just moderate and is the center, and therefore because it's centrist, that it's the right thing. No. That's not the case. And I said all that to say that, support media from your perspective. Support it from your perspective, because sure as hell somebody's supporting the other side, right? Somebody is sure as hell supporting conservative media. Somebody is sure as hell supporting NPR. I mean, hell, they're running a campaign all weekend long. So they're supporting those voices. And so it's incumbent upon you to support progressive media. I want you to support me, but even if you don't support me per se, there are so many other options out there to support. But why don't you go to patreon.com/the BPD show. So all that said, I want to thank Chelsea P for becoming a patron. I want to thank Lillian R for becoming a patron over the weekend. I want to thank Sean A for becoming a patron over the weekend. Thank you guys. We can't do it without your support. And we are here because of you.